Adam is in San Antonio. Hey, Adam, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hey there, Mr. Ramsey. How are you doing today?
Great, man. What's up?
Hey, I had a question for you, sir. And first, I wanted to say thank you so much for your time. I used to be myself $114,000 in debt in 2017. 3 years and 2 months later, it's paid off.
Way to go, man.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks to you and a cousin I have named Kevin who always kept talking about you. I stopped being stubborn one day and gave in.
Way to go,
I
Kevin.
appreciate it, sir. Yes, sir. And I wanted to ask you a question. I've listened to your show quite a few times, and I haven't. I'm sure there's an instance, and I probably missed it. But my mom is 68, and I just wanted to ask on her behalf your advice. So she hasn't saved for retirement. She has $18,000 in her 401k, $60K in cash. Her home is valued, I think, approximately in the low 500s right now, and she owes about 205 on it. And she's at that point right now. I've been watching it happen for a while, where eventually it was going to get to this point of, what do I do next? And so tried to talk to my mom about it, but she didn't want to talk about it. So you can only talk to someone if they want to talk about it.
Right.
So I just wanted to ask your advice, sir. She asked me for some advice this morning, and I think probably the Lord put you on my mind. So I just thought I would call in and just get your advice and see what you do if you were in this situation.
Wow. That's a tough one, man. How much does she make?
She's making about $70,000 right now. She hit past normal retirement age for Social Security, so she's able to take the Social Security benefit while still being able to work full time. So she's been bringing in from that. That's an additional $2,000 or $2,200 a month on top of the base $70K.
What does she do
right now? She is a nurse, a registered nurse. Used to work in the hospital running the OR, but now that's too physically intensive on her. So right now she's doing some medical claims billing work working from home that require that she can still do, allows her to sit and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, the same principles apply. We've got to get her out of debt and build an emergency fund and build a nest egg. And I don't know how we're going to do that on this income at this age.
Yes, sir.
It's not impossible, but my guess is she's probably going to downsize in house. And where does she live?
She lives in Weatherford, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Okay. If I could find a $300,000 condo that I could pay cash for, and move her out of that house, that'd be, if I were her, I'd look at doing that, and let's get the housing paid for. Then all we've got to do is just pile up cash with the remaining work years for nest egg.
Yes, sir. And
but I don't know how you're going to support a $205,000 mortgage on Social Security.
Yes, sir. If you don't mind me asking one brief question on top of that, it's still tied to the exact same issue. My brother-in-law has quite a bit of land and did offer her to possibly build a tiny home on that land. Now,
you don't have to build a tiny home. You don't have to build a tiny home. You got $300,000.
Right.
I wouldn't build a tiny home. No, I wouldn't build a tiny home because there's no resale for them. There's no market proven. It's a fad. It may prove out later to not be a fad, but for right now, it's a fad because there's no resale on them.
Yes, sir.
So I want to do real estate deals that go up in value and that I can live in long term. But for a couple of $100,000, she could put a really nice property if he'll donate the land to her.
Mm-hmm.
Sell the house, take some of the equity, and build a nice house, a good house. Doesn't have to be a tiny house, and it's paid for then. It needs to be deeded to her. The property needs to be deeded to her. So he needs to cut out a parcel, an acre or something, and give mom an acre, and then she builds a house on it. And uses the proceeds to sell from hers. That'll help a lot. And if she built that for $200, then she's got an extra $100 because she's got $300 in equity. Throw that in there to start her nest egg, and then pile onto that nest egg, George. That'll work.
Yeah, I'm not relying on Social Security though to fund my retirement.
And not with a $200,000 mortgage. That house is gone. It's not going to make this cut.